Hi there, I'm Harry Potter. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You know, things have taken a turn for the worst here at Hogwarts. There's a huge fight going on between the Central House and the Allied House. We're calling it the First Wizard War. There's Hermione and myself against Ron, Snape, and Dumbledore.
Dumbledore!
Oh, hello, Dumbledore. What are you doing here? Don't you know we're at war?
Oh, really? I've completely forgotten. Why did we even start this war?
Well, it started back with the formation of the Triple Alliance in 1882. Hey, Hermione!
Hey, Harry. So you know that dual alliance that we've had since 1879? Well, now Italy wants in.
What? How come?
Well, France totally overstepped in the Congress of Berlin and took Tunisia, so Italy wants some support.
Awesome! We'll be tighter than a goblin's grip on Gringotts gold!
Yay!
Yay!
Then what happened?
Well, in 1894, France and Russia decided to ally.
It is so lonely being isolated. There is no other European nation for me to share my woes with. Stupid German Bismarck!
Hello, Snape!
What is it, Antoine? Can't you see I'm wallowing in self-pity?
Well, Snape, our country has entered a time of economic hardship. We have nobody to trade with because we keep losing wars. Please let us trade with you.
Well, normally I wouldn't want to affiliate myself with the likes of you. Being friends with a ginger is never advisable. However, considering my lack of friends, I suppose I can ally myself with your excessively large nation.
Yay, alliance buddy!
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! And by the way, this doesn't leave this room.
Then what?
Well, other alliances were formed over the course of about a decade and a half between France, England, and Russia. It was the beginning of the Triple Entente.
Hello, Snapeadoodle.
Oh, hello, Dumbledore. How's it feel being a hegemony?
It's awesome. Listen, Snapeadoodle, I'm really sorry about the whole mess in Egypt, even though we kicked your butt in Fashoda.
I suppose that's all right, sir. I'm ready to move on with my life.
Great! Let's have a colonial alliance then.
Why, of course. This brings me even further out of isolation. We will call it the Entente Cordiale.
Okay. I'll recognize you in Morocco if you recognize me in Egypt.
Awesome sauce! But let's not tell Germany. They'll totes get jealous.
Hello, Dumbledore. Hello, Ron. Listen, I'm sorry about all our troubles in India, Persia, and Afghanistan.
It's okay, Dumbledore. Maybe I'll get the Dardanelles someday.
No dice, Russia, but keep the dream alive.
Well, at least we could settle our differences about the Middle East.
Sure, Ron. We'll set up spheres of influence.
Yay!
And the Entente Cordiale, Franco-Russian and Anglo-Russian alliances, merged to form the Triple Alliance in 1912.
But how did all of this start the First Wizard War?
Well, the alliance system bred mistrust between nations and divided them into two camps. Plus, it made war inevitable, since if one nation went to war, then others had to join.
So what events caused the war?
Well, there were some events leading up to the war, like the Moroccan crises and the Balkan Wars. I like the Sultan of Morocco.
Mr. Potter, how dare you come into my satellite nation and wreak havoc in public?
Look, Snape, you can't have this much power over Morocco. I want Delcasse out and a conference discussing getting you out of Morocco. Plus, I hear you and England are spending quite some time together. I don't know what's going on, but I smell a secret alliance!
Well, Delcasse will resign, but I'm not getting out of Morocco. We'll take it to Algeciras, but I'm telling you that you won't win.
Well, that was just embarrassing.
I told you, Mr. Potter.
How dare you make a fool out of me? Every nation but Morocco and Austria voted against me. I'm moving forward towards the Triple Alliance. At least they have my back.
Sorry, Harry! Well, Russia, England, and I are really hitting it off. Besides, now I get police and bank rights in Morocco. You really helped us out. What Harry doesn't know is that England is secretly letting me make Morocco a protectorate. Mwahahaha! What he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Well, know this, France. I will not forget this. I'll be back with a ship. Snape, I heard you were suppressing the uprisings in Fez.
Well, if the cauldron fits, yes. But that doesn't explain why you're here. Get out my house!
Well, the Algeciras conference only gave you the power over the police and the Bank of Morocco. But it seems to me that you are breaking that agreement by making a protectorate out of Morocco. You French swine!
Actually, I've done nothing wrong, you silly goose. According to my colonial agreement with Britain, I'm allowed to establish a protectorate of Morocco, and they are willing to back me up, so ha! Sucks for you. But if it makes you feel better, we will give you some of our land in the French Congo.
Okay, crisis averted!
And even though I didn't help Snape a doodle, I will not remain neutral should Snape be made a fool of again. It's my dream to control the Dardanelles. Everyone says I'm crazy to keep trying, but I'll show them. They're just Voldemort's nipples. Losers. I need and deserve a warm water port. Damn my beautiful large nation above the ice line.
Hello, Ronnikins.
Oh, hi, Hermione. How are you?
I'm not too good, Ron. I really want to annex Bosnia, but ever since the Young Turks created a parliament in the Ottoman Empire with seats for Bosnia and Bulgaria, I haven't been able to annex Bosnia. It's rather tragic.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Hermione. That sounds similar to my problem. I really want control of the Dardanelles, but Dumbledore won't let me take control.
What if we make an agreement where we decide to have a conference with all of Europe, and we'll suggest these things and back each other up?
Yay!
Wah! I'm not going to hold a conference. After Harry got voted down at Algeciras, Europe would never support me. Why don't I just take Bosnia and leave Ron in the dust? He's a fat ginger anyways. It's not like he matters or has a soul. He just drowns his internal problems in vodka. What a schmutz.
Oh no, this is ecstasy!
Actually, Ron, it's insert vodka brand here.
So, what happened during the Balkan Wars?
Well, Italy took land from the Ottoman Empire when they took Tripoli, so Bulgaria, Montenegro, Serbia, and Greece all went to Turkey to take some land. They thought since the Young Turks were taking over that they could easily take it, but Russia proved true to their ginger nature.
If you got it, flaunt it! We totally stopped them before they got Constantinople. Bulgaria was really PO'd. The Treaty of London stopped the war and created independent Albania. Then what happened?
Well, Bulgaria still wanted land, so they randomly attacked Serbia and Greece. Naturally, they met up with Romania and Turkey. This was settled with the Treaty of Bucharest, when Bulgaria gave all of their land back. Then, with the Treaty of Constantinople, Turkey ended the war. Plus, the Ottoman Empire gave up their land in Europe.
So, why did all of this call the First World War? I'm still flabbergasted.
Well, sir, rising nationalist feelings in nations, along with increased pressure from these wars and crises, promoted tension. Acts such as the naval race and alliance system just made it worse. Then, everything went wrong.
Well, what happened?
I would just like to point out that Serbia totally screwed me. Over. The lovely Archduke Franz Ferdinand was killed by Gavrilo Princip, a member of the secret Hogwarts club, the Black Hand. Then Harry sent me a blank check to do whatever I wanted. I issued a very kind ultimatum to Serbia, which they took the completely wrong way. Let me give you some advice. The Serbs are very temperamental people. Don't piss them off.
Oh dear, Miss Granger, that sounds very sad.
Miss Granger, you are totally full of shit.
Well, ignoring what Professor Snape so rudely said...
Don't interrupt me, you insolent mudblood!
Due to Serbian filthiness, I was forced to take time out of my suntanning and declare war on them in July.
Miss Granger, don't be absurd. Austrians don't tan. On a side note, you worded that ultimatum to make it seem unappealing to the Serbians. You knew they would reject it, and that would give you a just cause for the war.
Take that back, you greasy little man!
Make me!
Guys! Stop! Not in front of Mr. Assad! Find somewhere else!
You sound like
This is how the war began.
How in God's name would I remember all of this? Song, because music is the essence of creativity, and creativity is the essence of 5 teenagers doing a history project at 3 in the morning.
World War One, World War One, World
What's wrong with this?
World War One, World War One.
I don't get this thing.
World War One, World War One, World War One, World War One, World War One.
Starting out, it was fine.
Europe in a time of peace.
Alliances crossed the line.
Tensions began to increase.
They were flawed in design.
The war would soon be released.
They caused nations to join warring nations.
82 was the Triple Alliance. 84 Franco-Russian Alliance. Opposed with the Triple Alliance, except it's called an Entente. Yeah! When the sides were made, then there were some wars and crises. The Balkan Wars and the Moroccan crises. Relationships were kinda icy, and that's why tensions exploded.
It started in Serbia!
Assassination of Prince Ferdinand.
Serbia! Then an ultimatum.
Serbia! Things went down in Europe.
Serbia!
Even though it's
Austria's fault!
I'm afraid the naval race has gotten really serious. I need to call my emergency contact.
I'm on a boat, everybody look at me, 'cause I'm sailing on